Hello again, Internet. This is the Bagel. As you can tell, I am back from college. So from here on out, I'll be videoing here. I'm not going to break into my dorm room or anything. But today I've got an interesting model for you. This is my foot kicking a football. I found this as I was moving back, and it's not too hard. It's pretty simple. Just uses an 8x8 grid. But anyway, I realize the Super Bowl is long gone, but by God, if you feel like folding a football, being kicked, then here you go. Okay, to fold this, I'm going to be using a 6-inch sheet of kami, brown on one side, white on the other. What you want to do is start the foot color up, which for me is white. You want to fold in half. We're going to make an 8x8 grid, and then from there just a few folds until we're done. I like the lighting here at home better than at school. Okay, I'm going to unfold that. Now, you want to fold it into quarters. Pretty straightforward, so if you've ever folded the grid, this shouldn't be news. Rotate it around and then bring that to the middle. The way I like to divide it into eighths is by flipping it over and then dividing it, because we do need it to be pleated in a Mountain Valley sort of way. So you're just dividing each of these sections in half. If I'm going too fast, you can just pause the video, and that'll give you plenty of time to make all these creases. Nothing too complicated here. Do that. Alright. And then one more. The sharper the better on these creases. Just so it collapses down more close together. Alright, and there we go. And now we're going to repeat that all going the other way. Alright, so now you should have an 8x8 grid. So that's 8 going this way, 8 going up, and then a bunch in the middle. So now brown side up, what you want to do is you want to pleat it along the creases, just the way they naturally want to go. And then you want to kind of crease everything down just to make it extra flat. So now holding it, straight them down like this. If you open up the right side, it should be brown, and opening up the left side, it should be white. So if that's not the case, you just flip it around, and then that'll fix it if it's wrong, just like that. So now what we want to do is we want to count the third unit from the top. So this is the first, second, there's the third. What we want to do is bend the paper kind of like this. So we're bringing this edge to this second crease from the top. So we should make just a diagonal fold in this square. So something like this. And then you want to crease down really hard on that. And now from here, we're going to go to the second unit down from that, and we're going to bring the edge up just like this. We're making a U. We're just going to fold right up to that edge. Or that crease. And now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this back down right along this little crease right here. So And remember, each of these you want to crease really hard, just to make sure you can have an easier time later. Now you want to unfold back to this part. So now we have something like this. So now what you want to do is open up the model, and we're going to work on these top creases first. So what we're going to do is we're going to make all of these zigzags valley folds. So it'll make a bunch of inside reverse folds on the paper. So you want to just go one at a time. Then when you get it, you can just mount and fold down. We're not going to worry about the other creases for now. And then we've got that. And you just got to make sure that you get the creases sharp before you try to do this. It makes it a lot easier to deal with later. We're going to do that. So as you go, start looking like this. Now I'm at the last one, so I'm just going to bring that up, back down, just like this. And also go to the other side too, just to make sure everything's working out fine. Got some grease on my hands. I was working on taking apart something earlier. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. So now we got that. So now next, what we're going to do is we're going to do outside reverse folds on this next set of creases down. So we're going to make all of these valleys again. This time it's going to wrap around the outside, making a U shape. So you just kind of do the same thing. This time it's a little bit harder to see in, and it's also harder for my camera to focus because more's going on. But at least for me, this isn't quite as hard as the first set because the paper's already kind of understanding what's going on. And now you want to do this. Okay. And then once you get all that, again, just crease everything really nice. Alright. So now what we're going to do is, with the white side facing out, we're going to valley all of these zigzags to where it's facing outward. So we're just going to do the same thing we've been doing. Just all on the existing creases. Alright. I'm having a little bit of a glitch. Oh, I think I fixed it. Okay. Alright, so you'll end up with something that looks like this. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to lift up this first layer on the bottom. We're just going to take care of the foot real quick. So you want to take this edge and bring it up to the top. So we're basically just folding this little brown square in half, just on the very front layer. Alright, and all that does is make the foot white. And then we can do that on the other side too. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to fold down one of these flaps, kind of like a book. And you can fold down another one. There we go. Then you can fold down another one on one of the sides. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which one. Alright, so what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to open this up, and we're going to, basically we're going to do like a swivel fold. So we're going to fold on this crease, and we're going to stretch this down and make it to where it's a triangle. It's kind of hard to do from the angle I'm doing it at. Okay. But yeah, it should come to that crease, terminate at that intersection, and then it'll kind of automatically mirror itself over here. So there you go. So now we've got that. Now we want to fold that up, and we're going to tuck that triangle inside the model. So we're going to just tuck it in like that. Okay, just like that. Now you can fold that back down. Now I folded these two flaps up in all of that, all that folding I did. So now comes a more interesting part. So what we're going to do now is we're basically going to repeat the same thing on this first little flap right here. And we're going to do something a little bit similar on the other flap behind it. So again, just swing that down and flatten it. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take this little triangle and once again just tuck it inside. Now what you want to do is you want to reverse this flap in. So it should go along the edge of this point and then it should go up to there. And we're not going to tuck that in, and then we're going to reverse this point as well. So it'll end up looking a little something like this. Okay, so you should have something that looks like that. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to swing this flap down, just like that. And then what we're left with is this flap that we made and a little pocket for it to go into. So closing the football, all you have to do is just make sure you get this flap into that pocket, and then you can just kind of push it together. And it should go together pretty easy. So that's how you lock the football. Alright, if you want to be done here, you can be. Basically, if you want the model to have the ability to stand, that's not even standing for me right now. In the past, I've got it to stand like this. Yeah, kind of like that. But you can see foot's all sprawled out. I don't like that as much. So if you want to lock the foot, okay, so in order to lock the foot, all you have to do is this middle brown flap. You want to reverse that. And then we've got these two brown flaps next to it. You just want to take them one at a time, folding them over into that little pocket. Just like that. And then you can close it up. And now the leg is locked together. I don't think I made that foot crease quite as good as I should have. There we go. Fixed it a little bit. Alright, so there is the origami foot kicking a football. I hope you were able to fold this, and if you weren't, I want to know why not, because I want you to be able to fold it. So, hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy the model. And I will have Origami Tetris tutorial. The tutorial will be posted soon, I promise. I had it recorded, and then the file got corrupted. I recorded it a couple weeks ago, could never figure it out, so I thought I'd just post this in the meantime. So yeah, until then, see ya.